Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des at King of the Pit TV, signing in, live and large. Yo, people, I just listened to Entombed's debut LP, Left Hand Path, okay? So let's talk about it. 12 tunes. I don't know what the album comes in at. I'm going to have an estimation and say it felt like it was around 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes potentially. Very consistent. I mean, we stick on the left-hand path for the entirety of it. The soundscape remains the same. Death metal, very punk infused at times. Vocals don't, you know, go astray much. We're very consistent on the vocal performance. It's all in the guitars. It's all in the guitar tone. I'll give some respect to the bassist because it's incredibly heavy. The production is great. I'm questioning as to whether I was listening to a remaster because there's no reference as to whether this was a remaster or not on the playlist I'm listening to, but it sounds ridiculous for the early 90s. Great clear audio, incredibly heavy, incredibly distorted, crushing. Now this is where you can call me a casual, okay? It was a bit too consistently intense from start to finish. I got a bit bored, alright? It was consistently good and pleasing, and if I saw this in a live setting, in a live environment, I wouldn't want it to finish because it's brilliant. But listening to it through my headphones on a consistent basis, you know, there's only so much I can talk about the same thing over and over again. They gave you the full story within the first few tracks, and then we just sort of remained just there on deadline throughout the entirety of it. But we were consistently good. It was a consistently good record. We just weren't pushing the boundaries from there on in. Drumming was great. Vocals were great. I assume the vocalist is playing an instrument at the same time, maybe. And as far as the guitars, yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Where do we go from here? I mean, that's about it. That's about it. It's a good death metal record. It's not as brutal and tech noise as a lot of bands in the death metal field, but that personally speaks to me. I prefer that. I would rather hear some rhythmic and verging on melodic value in the riffage and the composition and the structural basis, as opposed to it just being extreme for extreme's sake. You know? I'd love to see the band live. At least during this period. Nowadays, you know, times change, but during this period, I bet it was a complete hoot seeing this act. Very, very, very energetic band. We don't take our foot off of the pedal as far as the energy is concerned. Lyrically, I can't follow it. I won't read the lyrics. Don't care for the lyrics. And that's my review. Rating. As far as death metal is concerned, death metal, it gets an 8 to an 8.5. This is here on parallel with what I've heard of Deicide so far. The Deicide debut. Because we don't go out of our way to just create noise. Like, there's composure. And, to an extent, an easy listening element to it. Considering death metal as a whole. So, very easy, 8 to 8.5. Very easy. And with that note, I'm signing out, people. I'll see you on the flip side. One love.